Okay, welcome to week number 12. This is chapter 15. It was content from last week. Hopefully, you've had an opportunity to read through the material. I will, however, give you a brief overview of the material in the chapter to ensure that you understand um, everything that's going on here. Okay, so before we jump in, we are in week 12, as I mentioned. The presentations that were slotted for this week are really the paper, and that should be handed in at the beginning of our class. There were 20% of your overall mark, and then your exam is next week, which is the last week. For the group assignment, it is due this week, week 12, at the beginning of class. Please note you have to be enrolled in a group. There is a video on Blackboard that will show you how to do that in order to receive a grade. Your group is linked to the grade book. So ensure that you're in a group because that is how you're going to receive credit for the work that you have done. Please submit it twice, once through Blackboard and the other time through Turnitin, just to ensure that all the material is your own material, and assignments will not be accepted over email. If you do not have a group, you need to email me yesterday, so right away, and let me know what exactly is going on. Final exam, it'll open on the 19th. It'll be open at 8 a.m. and it'll be open until the 23rd at 10 a.m., the beginning of the day on the 23rd. And you can find that located under the assignments tab. 50 multiple choice, 90 minutes to complete it. We will be covering chapter 10, 13, 14, and 15. So this week we're going to be talking about leading change. And there's a few learning objectives here. The first one is to recognize that environmental forces creating a need for change in today's organizations. Describe the qualities of a change leader. Implement the 8-stage model for planned change. Use appreciative inquiry. We're going to talk a little more about that. Focusing on positive and learning from success. Apply techniques of enabling immersion, facilitating brainstorming, promoting lateral thinking, allowing pauses, nurturing creative intuition to expand your own and others' creativity to facilitate the organizational intervention. Provide a positive emotional attractor, supportive relationships, repetitive of new behaviors, receptive new behaviors, participation and involvement, and after action reviews to overcome resistance and help people change. Change is not easy. You need to provide a lot of support to encourage and facilitate change within any organization. Forces driving change and the need for change. There's all sorts of pressure on organizations now to continually adapt and improve. Some of those are technological advances, globalization, social media information, economic turbulence, shifting social attitudes, changing market forces, e-business, mobile commerce, and increasing regulation are just some of the forces driving change in organizations. Resistance to change. Most people naturally resist change. They get used to the way that things are, they get comfortable, and they do not want to change. So know that as a leader, you have to be prepared for this resistance and find ways to enable people to see the value that change brings and how it will help them and the organization be more successful. Characteristics of a change agent, a leader that is able to implement change. They first of all define themselves as change leaders and see themselves as change leaders. They demonstrate courage, believe in the employees. They value and promote adaptability. They recognize and learn from their own mistakes, and they're capable of managing complex, uncertain, and ambiguous organizations. And they also have a vision. As we talked about last week, it's important to have a vision and be able to articulate that vision. The 8 stages of the change model here: light a fire for change, get the right people on board, paint a compelling picture, communicate change widely, remove obstacles, articulate and celebrate wins, keep moving, make changes, stick. Those are the 8 stages of the planned organizational model. Appreciative inquiry, also called AI, a technique for leading change that enables individuals, teams, or an entire organization by reinforcing positive messages and focusing on learning from success. 4 stages of the appreciative inquiry. We have discovery, we have dreaming, design, and destiny. That's kind of a cool little model there. Applying appreciative inquiry every day. It helps you develop followers, strengthens teamwork, solving a particular work issue, and resolving conflicts. Creativity, the general generation of ideas that are both novel and useful for improving efficiency and effectiveness of an organization. Creativity is a highly, highly valued skill in today's market in our organizations. We're always changing, and it is about being creative and being able to think out of the box that employers and leaders find so valuable. Instilling creative values. To instill creative values, foster a creative culture and promote collaboration, get people working together. Foster a creative culture. Idea incubator, corporate entrepreneurship, and idea champions are 3 ways that you can foster a creative culture within your organization. And promoting collaboration, how do you do it? Cross-functional teams, self-managed teams, meaning you're having people from different divisions work together and you're letting them manage themselves. Remodel spaces so people are able to collaborate and work together. Use internal websites and encourage cross-organizational collaboration. Encourage people to communicate. And speed storming, and we're going to define what that is a little bit later. So speed storming is using a round-robin format to get people from different areas talking together, generating creative ideas and identifying areas for potential collaboration. Brainstorming is a technique that uses face-to-face group to spontaneously suggest a broad range of ideas and solve problems. And electric brainstorming is bringing people together in an interactive group on a computer network, sometimes called brain writing. So, in order to have effective brainstorming, you cannot criticize one another. Freewheeling is welcome, meaning that you can think off the top of your head and kind of communicate whatever comes to mind. And quantity is desired. Everything doesn't have to be quality ideas. You want to get the quantity out there, and from the quantity, the quality will follow. Tools for helping people be more creative. Facilitate brainstorming, promote lateral thinking, enable immersion, allow pauses, and nurture intuition. All of those things promote creativity. Lateral thinking, what is it? It's a set of systematic techniques for breaking away from customary mental concepts and generating new ones. Here's the lateral thinking checklist. These are things that you can do to promote lateral thinking within your organization. Immersion, to go deeply into a single topic or topic to spark personal creativity. Go really deep and in depth into the details. Allowing pauses, this is so important. It activates different parts of the brain. Creativity occurs during mental pauses, and leaders should allow people to have quiet spaces when needed to think deeply on certain complex issues that create a lot of deep thinking to solve. Nurture creative intuition. Creativity involves 2 stages, data gathering and flash insight. Create intuition has a broader reach than any other analytical process focused solely on a problem at hand. Personal compact, reciprocal obligations, and commitments define the relationship between employees and the organization. Endings preceding beginnings for successful change. So when one situation ends, there's a pause, there's a neutral zone before the new beginning starts. Keys that help people in change: provide a positive emotional attractor, make sure people have a supportive system, use repetition, involve people early, and apply after action reviews. And that is a quick overview of the material for chapter 15. I would encourage you to read the chapter to go more in depth. Please complete the quiz, the last quiz for this course, and after that it'll be on to the final exam. Any questions? As always, reach out and ask.